In Tomie A, Unlimited, 2011, directed by Noboru Iguchi, Tomie A is not just a supernatural monster but a mirror reflecting humanity's darkest traits: jealousy, lust, and violence. Her grotesque transformations, from a crawling severed head to a swarm of multiplying faces, embody the inner ugliness of those around her. Tsukiko, the protagonist, struggles against Tomie A's influence, symbolizing humanity's fight to overcome these flaws. By weaving key plot points from the film, this theory shows how Tomie A's presence exposes and amplifies human weaknesses, making her a chilling reflection of our worst impulses. The film opens with Tsukiko, a high school student, haunted by her sister Tomie A's death a year earlier. Tomie A stunningly beautiful girl, died impaled by a metal bar during a photography session where Tsukiko was behind the camera. When Tomie A inexplicably returns on her birthday, unchanged and radiant, her presence disrupts Tsukiko's life, sparking jealousy, obsession, and violence. Tomie A's ability to regenerate and multiply into increasingly monstrous forms suggests she's more than human. She's a manifestation of humanity's darkest desires, reflecting them back in horrifying ways. Jealousy drives the story's early conflict, particularly in Tsukiko. Before Tomie A's death, Tsukiko lived in her sister's shadow. Tomie A was the family's pride, her beauty captivating everyone, while Tsukiko felt invisible, her only role to photograph Tomie A's perfection. When Tomie A returns, this dynamic worsens. Tsukiko's mother lavishes attention on Tomie A, preparing her favorite meals and ignoring Tsukiko. Tsukiko's classmate Toshio, whom she likes, is drawn to Tomie A's charm, deepening Tsukiko's envy. Tomie A doesn't create this jealousy but amplifies it, mirroring Tsukiko's insecurities. A key scene shows Tsukiko confronting Tomie A, only for Tomie A's severed head to sprout spider-like legs and taunt her. This grotesque image reflects Tsukiko's jealousy as a living, crawling monster, convincing viewers that Tomie A's forms are tied to human emotions. Lust is another flaw Tomie A exposes, particularly in the male characters. Toshio, initially kind to Tsukiko, becomes obsessed with Tomie A after she joins their school, ignoring Tsukiko's feelings. Tsukiko's father also acts strangely, staring at Tomie A with unsettling intensity, even touching her face in a way that feels inappropriate. At school, boys and teachers fall under Tomie A's spell, their desire turning them into puppets. Tomie A's beauty isn't just seductive, it's a trap that reveals their weakness. When Tsukiko tries to stop Tomie A by killing her, Tomie A's body regenerates into a multi-headed, multi-limbed creature, its exaggerated features mocking the lust it inspires. This transformation supports the theory Tomie A's monstrous forms are humanity's desires distorted, showing how lust consumes those who can't resist. Violence erupts as Tomie A's influence spreads. Tsukiko's attempt to kill Tomie A, driven by jealousy, only makes things worse. Tomie A's head survives, growing legs, and later becoming a giant, multi-faced monster. At school, students turn on each other, driven by obsession or rage, while Tomie A's forms multiply, spreading chaos. The climax, where countless Tomie A heads swarm the town, feels like an apocalypse of violence. Importantly, Tomie A rarely acts directly, she provokes others to violence, reflecting their own aggression. For example, Toshio's obsession leads him to attack others, and Tsukiko's rage fuels her deadly actions. This pattern shows Tomie A as a mirror, amplifying humanity's violent impulses until they destroy everything. Tsukiko's struggle ties the theory together. She tries to resist Tomie A, questioning her return and fighting her influence, but each attempt fails. When she kills Tomie A regenerates stronger, mirroring how denying one's flaws only strengthens them. Tsukiko's descent into madness, surrounded by Tomie A's swarming heads, suggests humanity's broader struggle. She represents our fight to overcome jealousy, lust, and violence, but her failure shows how hard it is to escape these traits. The film's ambiguous ending, with Tomie A's heads everywhere, implies that humanity's flaws are unstoppable, consuming the world. Visual clues reinforce the mirror motif. Tsukiko's photography captures Tomie A's image, symbolizing her attempt to control her sister's perfection. Reflections, like Tomie's face in Tsukiko's eyes during confrontations, suggest Tomie is inside her, reflecting her flaws. The film's body horror, crawling limbs, multiplying heads, turns human features into nightmares, visualizing inner ugliness. These images make the theory convincing, as Tomie's forms directly echo the character's weaknesses. Thematically, Tomie Unlimited fits Junji Ito's style, where monsters expose human nature. Tomie's lack of clear motives, she doesn't explain her return or goals, supports the idea that she's a passive mirror, reflecting others' actions. Her invincibility, surviving every attempt to destroy her, mirrors how flaws persist despite efforts to suppress them. The film's surreal tone and gore make this reflection visceral, turning abstract flaws into tangible horror. This theory persuades because it explains the film's chaos through Tomie's role as a mirror. Tsukiko's jealousy, the men's lust, and the escalating violence all stem from human weaknesses, which Tomie amplifies into monstrous forms. Tsukiko's doomed struggle universalizes the story, urging viewers to confront their own flaws. By tying every major plot point, Tomie's return, the school's collapse, the apocalyptic ending, to human nature, the theory transforms Tomie Unlimited into a dark allegory, proving Tomie is humanity's ugliest reflection.